It's the Casimir Engine. Hang on a minute. I've got to stop everything there because it's just a bit of a warning. I'm in a mood. If you can cast your minds back, I had the car into the garage to have a tyre replaced, and it took like forever, from like 9 o'clock in the morning till 6:30 at night. I had real trouble with it. Guess what? The tyre's only going flat. I can't believe it. Ugh. God, Kaz is in a mood again. It's not ka-ka-ka. It's the Casimir Engine.
You're listening to the Casimir Engine.
That's me.
Hasn't that been done to death? Isn't that so 90s?
You think so?
It's the Casimir Engine. It's not ka-ka-ka.
I was starting things off a bit mellow and a bit cool to calm Kaz down. This is The Bliss.
Kiss me quick, but don't let it go. I don't seem to cope the way I used to do before today. Alcohol and lingering, I never thought I'd feel your skin. But now that we are tangled up, I think I could get used to you. Blow me the way, I said that I need up to. Something I don't know, but I want to. I feel you, I don't know. You've got something real. Blow me the way, I said that I need up today. I wanted to feel you're the one that makes it. Blow me the way, I said that I need up today.
That's This Bliss. They're from Boston, not Lincolnshire, Boston, Massachusetts, and all that kind of thing over in that there America. You can find them on Twitter at This Bliss. That's this, the word, and BLISS. Oh, I haven't switched that up. So This Bliss, they've got a new EP out. It's Forensic Styles, and they're also at www.thisbliss.net. So you're in a bit of a mood, are you, Kaz? Just a bit of a one. I don't know, I just can't believe the tyre's gone down already. Started about a week ago, and I've only just got around to going round to the supermarket, to the garage, and pumping my tyre up. Pump whatever. Anyway, what's on the show tonight, Kaz? Who asked you? Hey, it was Little Alan Posse. He was so giddy about winning his mixtape. He went, "Here, Kaz, can I win again?" "No, you can't. Not on this show. You can only win once. You only get a once won winner, whatever." So what have we got on the show? Well, I went to a gig on Friday night. We've got that one coming up. Turkish barbers. What? Car wash vampires. Things you were told as a kid that you kind of believed that were just absolutely bizarre when you think about it now. Hey, I want to talk to you about metrosexuals. I need a hobby. It's dark nights. If you're listening in the northern hemisphere, it's flipping dark night time. Oh, and it's been so cold today. Got the heating on. I'm not brave enough to go without the heating at this time of year. But apparently it's going to be warm at the end of the week. Things you remember from school. Noises from when you were a kid. That sounds a bit weird, Kaz. And you know what? I was thinking about how life had changed today. I can't believe it. Some of the things that you have to do. Well, I tell you what we need. We need something to G us up a bit. This is Bad Mary. They're from New York, and this is mega. Bad Mary, and they're from New York. That is short, and it is very, very sweet.
You're listening to the Casimir Engine Show podcast.
You certainly is. So how can we get in touch with Bad Mary then in New York? badmary.com. You got that was called Hanging Around. You got to check out the video for that. It is absolutely excellent. They're at Bad Mary Band. So that's B-A-D Mary Band, all one word, at Madberry, at Bad Mary Band. That's on Twitter, and it's badmary.com. I tell you what, I'm loving that. Anyway, so what's been happening then, Kaz? I went to a gig on Friday night at Wirksworth Town Hall. And I've never been there before, but it is quite a spectacular venue. It's really quite cool. It's like a really, if you're not from this neck of the woods, it's like a Victorian kind of Gothic 1800s type building. It's a library downstairs. You don't get many of them these days, do you? And then upstairs, they've got this massive room. And I went to see an artist called Grawlix, who's coming up next, and a band from a place called Cromford called Haiku Salut. And it was absolutely mega night. Grawlix has blown my mind. I bought the album on cleary kind of white vinyl. Very cool. Limited run of, I think it's only 200 of them made. I went with regular listener Nige. He bought one as well. We are Grawlix. We are the Grawlix fans. We are the Grawlix fans. I want to get him on. If you're listening to this, Mr. Grawlix, I want you to come on and just explain how you do it. It is incredible. So if you can catch him, he's on tour at the moment with Haiku Salut. So if you get a chance, I think they're in Nottingham. I think they're doing Rough Trade East if you're in that there London. It was a bit, if you know of public service broadcasting, Haiku Salut were on, they appeared on the album before the one that's just come out. Was it on Progress? So yeah, it's a bit, the thing that amazed me about the whole gig is how many musical instruments you can play in one gig. They must have had like 20 pieces of kit on stage and about 40 bedside lamps. And they were all controlled by computer. So it was a great light show. But they had everything from flipping accordions, ukuleles, guitars, synthesizers, everything. But because Haiku Salut have gone and left us and become famous and stuff, and this guy will soon, I'm playing some Grawlix because it is just ace. So Grawlix is from Derby. I'll give you all the information of where you can find out details about him after this. This is called Don't Do It Yourself. That's the amazing Grawlix. You can get in touch with him at Grawlix Band on Twitter. That's GRAWLIX Band. He's from Derby. I think you like him if you like something like Bon Iver, or I thought of XX. I don't like comparing bands and stuff like that, but yeah, if you like that kind of thing, you're going to love the new album. You certainly is. So yeah, it's at Grawlix Band on the internet, grawlix.bandcamp.com. You can get him on Spotify, the new album. Hang on, I'm going to have to go across the room and get it. Hang on, it's in me record. Oh, it's in. I can get it from here, I think. It was in, here we go. Oh, I've taken my headphones off. I'll take a picture of it. It's it's Appendix by Grawlix, and it's a fantastic cover as well. That may well be going in the album frame for a while. Oh, I'm switching wrong knob and everything then. So that's Grawlix. There's some more of that to come. Hey, I tell you what, where I live in a place called Matlock, centre of the universe, and we've now got, I don't know, it's been a backwater of Derbyshire for many, many years, but now all of a sudden we've got Turkish barbers in Matlock. So what I want to know, has anybody ever had their ears or their nose hairs? I suppose this probably eliminates the lady listeners. But have you had your ears or your nose hairs done at one of them, you know, where they stick a candle or something in your ear hole? I'm tempted to bob down and record it. What do you reckon? I'll go down to the local Turkish barber and I say, tell you what, do me lug holes. Not my nose. I don't think I want to do my nose. I don't think I'd be up for that. But do me lug holes, right? And what I'll do is I'll record it and give you a mention on the radio. What do you reckon? We've got another new band. It's all new music. It's all unsigned music on the Casimir Engine Show podcast. This is Bird and Bee. They're from Brisbane, mate. I used to live there. Can't you tell from my accent? So this is Bird and Bee with a new track called We Are Stars. I like it a lot. You're listening to the Casimir Engine Show podcast.
I'm breathing your perfume, lonely. When you leave the room, stay with me, don't hold back. Falling we are. Up into the air we fly, beautiful and rare we are. Brilliant in the sky we are, brilliant we are stars we are. Up into the air we fly, beautiful and rare we are. Brilliant in the sky we are, brilliant we are stars we are. We are stars. Heat's on, imagination wins no limits. Where you and I begin, destiny begs us, keep on giving. Airborne we are, crazy. You Friday night to me, take my hand, run like we are wild
Oh, yeah, that's Birds and Bee. I'll get it right in a minute. Birds and Bee. I can't have two confusing names on here, can I? So how can I get in touch with Birds and Bee? At Birds and it's one of them, like, number 3 and things, you know, like, or number 8 and, you know, is it an ampersand? So Birds and Bee, that's B-E, birdsnb.bandcamps, that's birdnbe.bandcamp.com. You can get them there. As I say, they're from Brisbane. Fantastic stuff. Check them out. They will be appearing on the Casimir Engine Show yet again. Hey, Kaz, how do we get in touch with you when we want to tell you about stuff? Well, you can get in touch with me at Casimir Podcast on Twitter, and you can use the short code on Facebook, which is at Casimir Podcast on Facebook, yeah? Or you can put in the Casimir Engine Show Podcast, and that'll take you straight there anyway. We're a bit punky tonight, and we're heading back to Derby in the UK, and we're going to have a bit of Before They Are Hanged. This is Closing Down Sale, and this is live. This is on a live EP.
now that it's empty, and your lies are overrated.
That was Before They Are Hanged. They're from Derby, and that track was called Closing Down Sale. It was a live jobby, so that's why it sounded raw. I think that's what you call it, raw. I got a bit like noise in the background, hasn't that? I'm trying to get rid of it now, what it's making. Oh, I've got a dodgy socket. Oof. Oh, it's nearly gone. I think it's gone. Oh, it's gone. Oh, now we decide you're halfway through, Kaz. What are you playing at? So that's Before They Are Hanged. You can get in touch with Before They Are Hanged at Before They Are H1. That's on that Twitter. And you can get them on Bandcamp. You can find them. You can find them on Spotify and all over the place. So, I was thinking the other day, I was talking to a bloke, and this is weird, isn't it? This is, I tell you what, I was thinking about how life had changed, but this is one of the things as well. Metrosexuals. Are you a metrosexual? I never considered myself a metrosexual. I always thought I was, like, rugged. But now, all of a sudden, I moisturise. What? Yeah, I moisturise at night. So I use moisturiser and an electric toothbrush. I know that don't make me a metrosexual. But I also, because I've got... Can you hear that? I've got a beard. So I have to moisturise my beard as well. One of the weird things, though, is that I can only use green shampoo. Don't know why. Don't like any other colour of shampoo. I'm going to run out of bed music on this one. But what I want to know is, do you moisturise? Because I've just started, right? So I've been doing a bit of that. One question, though, is, do you dye your hair? We were watching something on telly, and there was this woman. She was in her 60s, but she didn't look in her 60s because she'd dyed her hair all like chestnut brown. Can blokes do that? I've got a couple of clients, and they dye their hair. And you kind of look at a bloke, I don't know. I just don't know whether... Can you do it? Let me know if you dye your hair. And do you wear a cosmetic? Do you wear a cosmetic? A concealer or anything like that? I'm just fascinated to see if you can get away with it as a male in today's society. I think you can, can't you? You can wear makeup and stuff like that. I don't know whether I'm a bit of moisturiser, and you wait in a couple of weeks. I don't know. I used to wear eyeliner. I might start it again. This is Chinese disco. They're from Elgin in Scotland. This is called Do It, and it's ace.
I've listened to your show and it's a shambles.
That's Chinese disco. That is amazing. I absolutely love that track. I'm so pleased that I found it. They're up in Elgin, so I don't think there's much chance until they make it big. I don't think there's much chance of them making it down to little old Matlock, but you are more than welcome if you can. I really do like that. How can I get in touch with them then, Kaz? At Chinese Disco on that old Twitter thing. And then they've got the coolest website. You put in ChineseDis.co. Hey, that is good, isn't it? That is good. So that's Chinese Disco. You can find them on Spotify and you can find them on SoundCloud as well. I was, I was blathering on. Hang on a minute. Let me find it. Let me go through me. Here we go. Life has changed. So it was on about this, like, metrosexual thing. And how, like, you moisturise and stuff like that. It's all, like, things are different from when my dad was young. So, I was thinking, when I was at school, because I do quite a little bit of work with schools and stuff like that. And now it's all, like, electronic, like, boards and stuff like that. And, like, workstations. Like, when I was at school, we used to have, like, a wooden desk with an ink well. We didn't have ink in it. We got past that. We had pens. But you used to have an ink well. You used to have to ask to go and sharpen your pencil. And you used to have one of them things like a mincer type thing with a handle on it clamped onto the teacher's desk. You used to put your pencil in one end and then turn it and gradually get shorter and shorter. See if you could keep it all term. But a blackboard with chalk and things. Telegrams and dial telephones. Well, tonight, right, this is what I was thinking about. I live in the future. I'm like one of the Jetsons, aren't I? I've got a plug-in car. I had to go outside and plug my car into the electric in the house. Never done that. FaceTime. You can FaceTime. If you got the new iOS thing, hey, listen to you, Kaz. But if you got the new iOS thing, you can, like, FaceTime groups of people. It's like being on Star Trek. I've started watching The Next Generation again. And that looks more old-fashioned than real life. You can even produce a podcast, not a very good quality one, but you can even produce a podcast from your own bedroom. I mean studio. Right, we're heading back to Derby because I'm absolutely blown away by Grawlix. I was posting on Facebook while I was at the gig, and Facebook kept on changing. I think they thought I was trying to spell Netflix or something like that. Kept on coming up Grawlix. So my apologies. But we got another track from the fab album, Appendix. And this is Home Stretch. You're listening to the Casimir Engine Show podcast. Do, do, do.
listening to the Casimir Engine Show podcast.
So if I like that then, Kaz, how can I see Grawlix? Well, He's on tour, I think, at Maze. We're in Nottingham with Haiku Salut. But I've just found a really cool gig. On the 17th of October, he's with the Heron Brothers. And that's at the Quad in Derby. So if you're local, get your ass down the Quad and you can see Grawlix and experience the joy that is his live show, because it's truly, truly amazing. I was looking through again. I don't know, why are you reminiscing all the time? I think it's an age thing, isn't it? Well, I was talking to a guy the other day, and we're talking about noises that you knew as a child or a younger person, if you're of an age. Here's a test. If you know what I'm talking about, you're too old, and if you don't, you're too young. All right, noises from my childhood, right? Can you remember? Everybody used to walk around going, "Eee," like that, and that's not Prince Charles, that's "Eee." No, that was Fonz. Can you remember Fonzie? Everybody used to do that. Cool one. It was just cool. Oh, I don't know. And then my favourite was, that was like, can you remember Tarzan? Somebody to remind me what the name of the kid out of Tarzan with Ron Ely. I kind of remember the bloke who played Tarzan, but I can't remember the kid. I know the monkey was Cheetah, wasn't it? I'm talking about the telly programme, not any of the films. And then there was Otto Chongo. Biddly diddly diddly biddly biddly. That was Otto Chongo was out of Banana Splits. Wait, we used to watch that in the UK. Did you watch it in America or Australia? Let us know. Biddly biddly. That was what was his name? Buck Rogers, the new one. If you remember the really old one, you really are too old. And then we used to walk around doing that kung fu. You remember Kung Fu with Kwai Chang Caine in it? David Carradine. We used to walk around with our breakfast bowl. You know, we used to pick up like that dish that had got burning coals in it. My mum used to go bananas because we just used to walk around with our breakfast bowls in the same way. So there'd be milk all over the place. More music, more unsigned bands. We've got Still Forever with Ships, and this is the Crystal Meth remix.
Hi, I'm Barry Scott.
Change the record, Casimir.
Yeah.
How blooming fantastic is that? Oh, heck, my music hadn't started. So that was... Alright. That was Still Forever with Ships, and it was the Crystal Meth remix. Incredible stuff. I'll post up all the details. I keep on reeling off loads and loads of contact details. One of the things that I forgot to mention, if you like the Grawlix stuff, you can catch up with what he's doing on Radio Free Matlock. That's an internet radio station, www.radiofreematlock.co.uk. And Grawlix does a show. I think it's on Thursday. I've had a look on their on the website. I'm sure it's on a Thursday. So if you like that kind of thing, you can get more. If you like Still Forever, they are they're at Still FO Rever. Oh, blooming, these Twitter handles get harder and harder, don't they? So I think it's at Still F0 REVER. Hey, if you get stuck, go to at Casimir Podcast on Twitter and look at my followers. They're on there. But I really like that. I really like the sound. It's a bit... Oh no, I'm doing it again already. I'm doing that. They sound like this. But I think they've got a bit of Depeche about them. Anyway, the other thing was, I was reminiscing all this week. That's all you've been doing, Kaz. Anyway, I was thinking, remembering things that you use when you were at school. I still use, to spell beautiful, right? Yeah, you are, I am that thick. You are that thick, Kaz. Mrs. B, Mrs. E, Mrs. A-U-T, Mrs. I, Mrs. F-U-L. Still use it to this day. And also, my 9 times table. I might do this as a Facebook Live thing. But what you do is, to get like... Hang on a minute, let me drag this back, because I need both hands. Here we go, let's put that back there. So to do your 9 times table when I was at school, because I was as thick as a submarine door, right, what you do is you put your hands out open in front of you so that you're looking at the palms of your hands with your fingers splayed open, right? And if you wanted to know what 4 9s were, right, on your left hand, drop down your 4th digit, right? And then you've got 3 fingers and then 6 fingers. 4 9s are 36, right? How's that? But Gaz, it's magic. Right, if you wanted to do 7 9s, you go to your right hand and then you drop down the one in next to your pinky finger, and that gives you 6 digits and 3. 7 9s are 63. That's like witchcraft, Kaz. What are you on about? Oh, yeah. Hey, we're getting near the end of the show. I want to play Belper's finest. It's Patron Saint. They're from Belper, Derbyshire, in the UK, just down the road from here. Dare I say prog rock? Oh, heck, they might come round and sort me out now. Hey, this is Patron Saint with Hair. You're listening to the Casimir Engine Show podcast.
hair gets in my eyes, but I don't mind being blind as I can see. It's no big surprise. This feeling is the better part of you. I see it to the end of what I have brought down upon myself. As I know you, my friend, I love until the stars turn on themselves. Ask anyone who I am, you'll get another answer. I'll try to get a steady hand. I'm only throwing chances. Mindful of relief, if mindful is a way out of this hole, and buoyed by disbelief, I now contend my brain, it swallowed my soul, but throw it in the air, and see if it comes down where you once stood, onto a despair. We stand and face the sun because we could. Ask anyone I know who I am, you'll get another answer. I'll try to get a steady hand. I'm only throwing chances.
Patron Saint with hair. You can get in touch with Patron Saint at Patron Saint on Twitter. It's PAYTRON Saint, and you can get all this stuff on SoundCloud. Ooh, that's a bit funky, Kaz. I've got some funky art news for you. If you're anywhere near Derbyshire, yeah, Derby-centric. But if you are around and you want to go and see an up-and-coming artist, Livy Wright has an exhibition called Aluminium, or if you're in America, Aluminum. It's at Coldwell's Mill and Craft Centre, just outside Matlock. It's at Roseley, I think. And it's on from let me just have a look. It's on from the 8th of October throughout October. So if you fancy popping along there, that'd be very excellent. I will be. So that's just about it. I think I've got one more track that I'd like to play. And it's the shortest track I think that I've ever played on the show. This is by a band from Chorley in Greater Manchester, Lancashire. I don't know. It's up that way, near Manchester anyway. And this is called Mass Exodus, and this is called Inch by Inch. I think this is fascinating stuff.
3 minutes to the biggest battle of our professional lives. All comes down to today.
get yourself together. Gotta get yourself together. Gotta get yourself together. Gotta get yourself together. Inch by inch, play by play, till we're finished. Play till we're finished. Gotta get yourself together. Gotta get yourself together. Gotta get yourself together. Gotta get yourself together.
I told you it was short, but oh, that is absolutely excellent. That is Mass Exodus with Inch by Inch. I'll stick all the details up, and you can find them on Twitter. That's it. That's the Casimir Engine Show over for another week. Don't forget you can catch us on Facebook at Casimir Podcast, on Twitter at Casimir Podcast. I might see you down at Caldwell Mill with Livy Wright's exhibition. See you later.
The Casimir Engine, reliably mediocre.